Hello, welcome to this AVLAND review of the DALI Epicon 2 loudspeakers. We're going to talk to you about the different technologies that go into making these loudspeakers and what we think they sound like. The Epicon range from DALI is now effectively their flagship range, and these reference speakers are where it starts in the range. They are a bookshelf or stand mount speaker, and what they have done, which is first looking we were quite shocked, is the rest of the range has their sort of trademark ribbon tweeter, but these don't. They just have a soft dome tweeter. But they do manage to get an awful lot out of that soft dome tweeter, and it's a very, very detailed sound. And if you heard them, you'd think, oh, this is a metal dome tweeter, but without the harshness you sometimes get of a metal dome. Now, DALI say they've done this to try and keep the size down. Obviously, they would have been another 3 or 4 inches taller if they'd had the ribbon tweeter in. So, and they are, for this price point, quite a very small speaker. Now, the grills, as you can see there, they're magnetic. They just clip on and off. So they've kept the front baffle nice and clear. And here you can see the finish. This is the ruby macassar finish. All the different bits that sort of blend in are all smooth. If you run your finger over them, you can't feel it. The lacquer has taken up any differences between the two different woods. The bass drive unit here is a wood pulp, which they use in all their speakers, DALI. It's a wood pulp. It has little bits of wood fibre in there just to strengthen it up, but staying lightweight to keep a very punchy and detailed bass, which on listening to them they certainly do have. The other thing that's quite remarkable about these is they sound like a floor stander. If you put them in a reasonably sized room, we tried them out in a room that's about 4 metres by 4 metres, they fill it with bass like a floor stander. We had them about 6 inches from the wall, and they're rear ported, and they really do give an awful lot of bass, of detailed bass, and sound like a floor stander. You can see at the back here it has etched in DALI Epicon series into that black bit. Now these are the Epicon 6s, but we're just showing you these to show the finish of what they are in the high gloss black. And here they are as well in the walnut finish, although this is a pre-production sample and they will end up looking potentially slightly darker than this because they weren't happy with the consistency of wood they were getting. You can see that curve they have there as well with the black at the back. It's again seamless. You wouldn't know when you run your finger over it there was any difference. It's very, very neat. There's the bass port at the back, and they're the multifunctional terminals. This is the magnet that goes on the back of the tweeter that has those little fins on, and these are the magnets for the bass drive unit. And that little powder compound, little pile you can see there of powder, that's the soft magnetic compound that DALI have revolutionised these sort of magnet design. It's their own idea, and what it is that rather than using a conventional magnet around the actual core of the magnet assembly, they've used this SMC, and what it is they get the powder and they compress it together to give a very uniform flux. That's the basket there from the back of the bass drive unit as well that they've designed aerodynamically. And here you can see that magnet, the sort of right in the middle there, the very grey looking bit of the magnet. That is the SMC magnet that keeps the magnetic flux very uniform, and that helps to reduce levels of distortion. And certainly from our listening, they do sound fantastic. I don't know if it's a result of that or not, but if it is, then hats off to them. That is, it's worked. Here are the terminals at the back. They're a multifunctional terminal. You can use banana plugs, and they have a very neat feature of these that lets you lock the actual plug down, giving a very, very strong connection between the two and aiding conductivity. You can also use bare wire or spade terminals, and although they've got this plastic safety shielding to stop short circuits, you can still get a very large spade plug or high gauge of wire into them because they've got this little cutout in there. We'll show you that you can get a spade plug in there around it if you look in here from the top down. And again, because they're very chunky and big, locks down, you've got a lot of surface area, and you get a very tight grip on it as well. Now, on to the pros and cons. First off, the first thing you notice about these is their astonishingly good build quality. And when you open them out of the box for the first time, or you see them for the first time, it really does strike you. That high gloss finish, the different veneers you can get them in, or the plain high gloss black. Brilliant. They're also a compact size for this type of speaker. A lot of the stand mount or bookshelf speakers you get around this price point are quite big, and these aren't. They don't dominate a room, and they look at home in either a sort of contemporary room or something that's a bit more traditional. They've got a sort of in-between look, especially in the wood finishes. And the other pro, the sound. I mean, that's what's really important. That's what we sat down and listened to them in quite some detail, and we thought, we listened to them with some sort of folk music, some rock music, some acoustic music, and classical music. All round, they were good. They're bassy enough. They've got the good detail in the mid-range and treble. The mid-range for sort of female vocals we listened to them with, we were absolutely bowled over. We really thought it was astounding. Cons? None. There were literally nothing. These are worth every penny. I mean, that is maybe one con. They are very expensive, but they are worth it. That's the end of our review of the DALI Epicon 2 loudspeakers. If you'd like to purchase these loudspeakers, or you would like to see more video reviews, please visit our website, avland.co.uk. Thank you.